Jury deliberations will resume Tuesday in the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard trial after weeks of dramatic testimony. The actor is suing his ex-wife for defamation over a 2018 op-ed she wrote identifying herself as a, quote, public figure representing domestic abuse. She did not name Depp in the piece, but the actor says it derailed his career. Heard fired back and countersued him for $100 million. Lawyers delivered their closing arguments Friday.
We ask you to give Mr. Depp his life back by telling the world that Mr. Depp is not the abuser Ms. Heard said he is, and hold Ms. Heard accountable for her lies.
Think about the message that Mr. Depp and his attorneys are sending to Amber, and by extension to every victim of domestic abuse everywhere. If you didn't take pictures, it didn't happen. If you did take pictures, they're fake.
Joining us now is Rachel Fezay. She is a managing partner of the law firms Wybeck, Fezay, and Coleman, and joins us now. Rachel, what exactly does the jury have to consider while making their deliberations?
They have to consider the elements of defamation law and the defenses thereto. Specifically here, they really have to consider if Amber Heard was lying about Johnny Depp as the abuser, although she did not specifically mention him in the article. I think that the jury's going to intuit that she was talking about Johnny Depp. So if she was lying and if she was doing so with malice for the purpose of hurting Johnny Depp, that's really what his case has to overcome, because her defense is truth, and that's what she's relying on is I was abused and I was just using my First Amendment rights to speak about it.
People on social media, though, have widely come out in support of Johnny Depp through campaigns like #Justice for Johnny Depp. Amber Heard even addressed the vitriol that she's received online during the trial. Let's take a look.
In the harassment and the humiliation, the campaign against me that's echoed every single day on social media and now in front of cameras in this room, every single day I have to relive the trauma.
Why do you think Johnny Depp has seemingly won the sympathy of so many, possibly even the majority of social media users? And do you think that this might impact jury deliberations?
The jury is specifically instructed to stay off of social media, any other press. They are not allowed to be reading what's going on outside of the jury room. So that if they are abiding by that, then hopefully they are not seeing what's going on. But there are these gigantic crowds of support outside of the courtroom. I think Johnny Depp has really won the public opinion. He has won social media. To some extent, I think he's accomplished what he set out to do in bringing this case against her, which is getting the public back on his side and moving his career along. As far as the jury and what they should be considering, they need to be applying facts to law, and whether they believe that Amber Heard was abused basically in any way, or that she believed that she was. It's not an incredibly high standard that she had to show. I think she met her burden, but I don't know what the jury will come out given the amazing public support for Johnny Depp.
Well, we also heard Amber Heard's lawyers cautioning about the future repercussions of this case. Do you believe that the outcome of this trial will have an impact on other domestic abuse trials and victims of domestic violence?
So this is an unusual case in that it's not a criminal case. It's a civil case. It's a defamation case as it relates to abuse. But yes, I think the vitriol that has been hurled at her, kind of regardless of where you stand on the facts, is a bit discouraging to other women coming forward under similar fact patterns.
All right. Rachel Fezay, thank you.
Thank you.